Hey everyone, you're watching Big Drone Flyer 77. Hey, today I got the SnapTain H823H. This is the upgrade version coming up right after this. Hey, welcome back everyone. I got everything out of the box. You got an owner's manual for the H823H mini drone. This one is the upgraded version, which this one is actually red. The first one, the original one, was blue, which it definitely flies really nice. I got to fly it over at the CES 2019 there in Las Vegas in the demo booth, and it was a really fun drone. It's definitely fun for indoors, and they actually fly pretty decent outdoors as well. So but here's the owner's manual, which comes in different languages, but it gives you everything you need to know, all the functions, you know, what the controller, what all the buttons are for. You get a screwdriver, so that way you can go and take the screw off the back, which I already did, and you have to put in 3 of your own AAA batteries, so those do not come with it. So we've got 4 extra propellers, which is nice because if you take a look at this drone right here, it's caged, so that way if the propeller comes loose, you're not going to have it come flinging out and lose it. So you know, I don't think you're ever going to have to replace these, but at least they give you 4 extra ones. Taking a look at this drone here for a moment, not only it's got the cool decals, and I like the red and black, but this one here, they actually designed this where it's open underneath here, and I've seen some companies go and enclose the whole thing, and what happens is it causes like a resistance with the wind and causes them not to fly very well. But you know, good job SnapTain, because you actually went and kept these opened up, so that way you get a good even flow of air, and that's what makes this thing a pretty good flyer. This doesn't have a camera, it's just got a little LED light in the front, which is fine. I like this just as a flyer. It's definitely fun indoors, and like I said, outdoors as well. Got the on and off button here. Alright, you got the USB charger, so it does come with that, and it's got a little light in here and let you know that it's charging. The cool thing about it is they actually not only give you one battery, which is 3.7 volt 300 milliamp, they give you a second battery, but wait, there's more. Sounds like an infomercial. They actually give you 3 batteries, so that's really cool. I appreciate that, SnapTain, for you doing that, because that having one battery is usually what a lot of companies do, but providing actually 3 of them, just awesome. So that way you get about 15 minutes of flight, because you only get, I think this one was like 5 minutes, give or take, maybe a little more. We'll find out when we go out and fly it, but at least you get 3 batteries with it, which is awesome. So alright, we're going to talk about the controller next. First I want to go ahead and plug the battery in. Slide the battery in here, and then go ahead and line up the there's a little slot right here. Go ahead and line that up in there and plug it in. With this one, the cord's too short, so you can't plug it in first and slide the battery in, because you don't have enough cord here. So let me go ahead and turn this on. Alright, that's lit up there, flashing ready to bind. So here's your on and off button. We're going to bind it up, down. So now it's bound. The light stayed lit. It's not flashing anymore. Oh, it's flashing because I flipped it upside down. When you do that, the drone should shut down. That's why it's flashing. So you have your trim buttons here, and then you got your trims up here. This one, you got your 1 key return, which you have to have the drone facing forward like this, and you press that button, it will make it come back to you. Now if you're to the side like this and you press that return to home, it's going to go wherever the back end is facing, so it'll go that way. So you always want the back end facing towards you if you're going to do the return home, and then right before it gets to you, you either want to press the button again or just hit forward on the stick, and it'll stop the drone from coming back automatically. You got headless mode here. This one here is 1 key takeoff, 1 key land. This one here should be, let's see, I think this one is, I think it's a flip button, but let me see. Okay, that's speed rate by pressing this in. Then it's got, yep, 3 rates. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one, that's to go and flip. So whatever direction you go, it will flip that way. So when you press down on this button here, it'll start it for the flip mode. Okay, so that's what that's for there. And for this one, I was just talking about this one. I believe this one doesn't do anything. We'll test it out there, but I think this controller is probably used for other drones. But I believe it's just a dead button here. It doesn't do anything because you have your flip here by pressing in the toggle. You have your speed rate by pressing in this toggle. And then, like I said, headless mode, return to home key. And then you got your 1 key takeoff, 1 key land. You can also go and arm the motors by pressing both of these sticks out. They'll arm it, or you could press them back out again, the arm it. Same with pressing in both sticks. So you could do it manually if you don't want to do automatic takeoff. Okay. So all right, enough of that. Let's get out there and see how this thing flies outside. It's pretty close to 100 degrees now. And we'll see how well this thing holds up and how many minutes we get out of the battery and flying. Stay tuned for that. Alright, you guys, I'm out here with the H823H, the upgrade version of this little mini drone. It is 99 degrees out here and it's going to be hitting 103 here shortly. So I want to get this review done, see how well this thing flies. The wind is 5 miles an hour out of the northwest. And so I may just be running in 3rd rate speed, but we'll try it out and see how well it does. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Let me bind it. Okay, it's bound. I'm going to go ahead and calibrate it by pressing over. I calibrated the gyros. Now let me go ahead and fire this thing up. I'm going to do automatic. I started it up myself manually, so let me bring it up here. Alright, we're in only rate 1. So far so good, you guys. I'm going to try to keep this camera in the shade so you guys can hopefully see this little guy. It's so small, so orientation will probably be kind of hard to see. I'll bring it over here. It is altitude hold, so it does hold its ground. It does a really good job at it. It's just a really nice flyer, you guys. I really like this drone. Let me go to do a yaw. Alright, let me do 2nd rate. Oh, actually that's automatic land. Hold on. You gotta press the toggle in. There's 2nd rate. There's the yaw. It's a little faster, a little more pitch there. Alright. Wind's starting to pick up a bit. Alright, let's see if I can get out of the sun here. Let me put it in 3rd rate now. There's 3rd rate. So you got a lot more pitch. It turns a lot sharper, so you can definitely bank it a lot faster. Let's see if we could do any flips here. Press that in. Okay, I did a forward one. Let me bring it up a little bit here. Let's go sideways to the other side and back. There we go. So this only has 1 light on it. It's just that little blue light in the front there. Let me get back in the shade so the camera's not exposed to the sun. And +2, that way I'm not out here in this heat. It's cooking. So it's a good little flyer, you guys. I like this one. Definitely could fly outside. Not a very far range, so I wouldn't go too far with it. It's just a short range drone for indoors mostly. But like I said, you can fly it out here when there's 5-mile-an-hour gusts, but I don't recommend it. I don't see the gusts yet, so that must be later for the evening. There's probably only about a 1 degree breeze coming in and out, so yeah, it's a good drone. Alright, let me go ahead and check out headless mode here. Turn it around here. I'm going to go and adjust the trim a little bit here. See if I can get it trimmed out a little bit here. Go back just a little. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna press headless mode. So it's in headless mode. There we go. Yep. Headless mode is working. Alright, let me take it out of headless mode. Let me bring it back. I want to show you guys the return to home, which I don't ever use it because a lot of people lose their drone that way. But as long as the back end's facing towards you, let me adjust this a little bit. Trim got off a little because the wind's picking up here. Alright, so let me get it out here a little bit, and then I'm going to press the return. Okay, that one wants to go to the side for some reason. See, I don't really like this return to home. See, it's going to the right. So it shouldn't be doing that. It should be coming straight back. That's why I don't ever trust those. So, alright, going back in third rate. Yeah, that return to home, it's just not, I wouldn't even do it, you guys. See, it's going to the right. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to come straight back to you when the back end's facing towards you. So now we're just going to do a time test and see how long it flies for. Get some flips going here. Kind of get aggressive with it. You can tell it's slowing down because the wind's picking up. So it's not cutting the wind that well, so definitely don't want to go more than 1 to 2 mile an hour breeze, you guys, or it will pick it up and take it. So you'll want to just cut the motors, you know, or just try to safely land it here. So well, this one's definitely fun. It's definitely worth having. This is one of my favorite indoor flyers to just practice around with, especially if you're traveling, you know, you're staying at a motel or something. You know, you can sit there and just fly it around in the motel. Pretty much take it anywhere because it's so small and portable. Same with the controller, you can fit everything in your pocket. So far so good. Just kind of curious what kind of time it's going to have. I'm thinking probably like around 5 minutes, but we'll see what happens. It's got that 300 milliamp battery in there, so usually those are about 4.5–5 minutes, depending on the drone. Since this has no Wi-Fi cameras or anything like that, you'll probably at least get 5, maybe 6 minutes out of it. Starting to slow up a bit here, so I can tell the battery's getting weaker. It's not going as fast as it was. So that should be cutting off here soon. Starting to lose altitude. So it's definitely got to be getting close here. See if I can make it in between the tree again here and the pole. Oh yeah. There we go. Battery's getting low, controller's beeping, so you probably got only maybe 30 seconds or less before this thing will self-land. So we'll check it out. There it goes. Okay guys, there's the time. I'll put it up here on the screen, so let me shut this off. Alright, there you go guys. The SnapTain. Turn around here, the SnapTain. This is the H823H, the upgrade version. Good job, SnapTain. This is definitely a good one that you guys came out with. It's a really good flyer. I really like it. Definitely one that I'm keeping in my collection just to fly around. I actually took it on vacation with me and flew it around in the motel, so I like taking these little guys with me because they're just fun. Like I said, you can put the whole thing in your pocket. So alright, I sure appreciate you guys watching. I sure appreciate the support. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. I sure appreciate it. SnapTain, thanks again for sending this out. And guys, I'll have the SP600 drone review from SnapTain coming out soon, so stay tuned for that one. So like always guys, God bless, cheers, and happy flying.